Hey folks, welcome to Market Intraday Analysis by InTheMoneyStocks.com, your leaders in pure technical analysis, avoiding all that Wall Street hype. Today, Monday, August 10th, 2009. Well, folks, we are seeing a little bit of downside on Wall Street, although it is relatively muted right now. Really, what we're watching here is some key levels right now, mainly being the intraday 200 moving average on the SPY. What you can see right now is that the market opened lower on the day off of a gap down. Now, again, we had projected that this was a high probability to our premium subscribers on Friday that we would see a little bit of downside today, and it looked pretty promising early on. Then you saw a little bit of an uptick, and ultimately we have rolled over here beautifully, and you can see beautifully the market is trading on top of that 200 moving average. So a nice little decline across the board right now. You do see the Dow down about 61 points, Nasdaq down 17, and S&P down about 7.5 points. Basically 75% of a percentage point there. 0.34 percentage points on the market to the downside. So you're down a little bit less than 1% across the board. Now the key is here, guys. The key is going to be right here. What you can see is the market is trading right on that 200 moving average, and you have to watch that very, very closely to see whether or not this market is going to break below this. If it starts falling here, you actually could have a nice little move down to the low pivot from this point. Notice this point right here. There's going to be a little bit of support right in this area. That's at 100 spot 40. All right, so watch 100 spot 40. It looks like we're down ticking right there now to that level. And again, that's going to be support. If you break that, then you start to look for this secondary level at 100 and a quarter. 100 spot 25 on the SPY, and then below that you'll be looking for gap fill right in the range of 100 even number on the SPY. But right now, again, you're still trying to hold on to that 200 with support right here at 100 spot 40. Now, a couple other things to go by, folks. There's some major things going on here in the markets. Obviously, as we talked about it, we had projected to our premium guys that there's very likely to be a down move here on Monday. Out further than that, that's up in the air for debate. And again, our premium guys know what we're projecting and our accuracy and so forth. But when we're talking about some other key calls here, I want to point out the dollar, guys. Nailing the dollar. We called a bottom on the dollar at $23 on the UUP. It's now back to $23.60 on a monster move up on the dollar. In addition with that, you've seen oil roll over today. Look at the rollover on oil. This was also talked about in the last few Premium Research Center videos to our premium subscribers. They're getting the newspaper, tomorrow's newspaper today. That's the bottom line. That's what we look to do. We give them the guidance. We give them the picks. We give them everything. You guys should come and join us. All right, now you're seeing oil tick down. Whenever oil goes down, it's going to put pressure on the markets. We know that because it basically you're saying that the commodity stocks, which make up a good portion of the S&P, are going to drop when oil drops and other commodities drop. Same thing there. Gold's getting hammered today, down about $1 on the GLD or $10 on the gold spot price. That again was told on Friday, on Thursday to our premium subscribers to expect this, and that's exactly what you're seeing. So continued downside. Now let's go back to the spiders and really look at key levels. By the way, you can see a slowly inching towards this lower pink line. This pink line will be support here, guys, at 100 spot 40. We're about 4 cents away from it right now, just coming into play right there. One little push down could see us touch that. Then we'll see if we get a bounce. Again, if you take out this little line here at 100 spot 40, you're going right to this level at 100 spot 20 to 25. That will be definite support, and then ultimately gap fill will be the big level down in this range of about 99.90 to 100 on the SPY. But a nice little rollover today. The interesting thing about today, folks, is that you actually had the market gapping lower and then starting to trend up. Now, why would it trend up? Well, there's no volume in this market, at least not until that last red candle right here. This candle actually is the biggest candle of the day, which is kind of interesting to note that it's happening at around 1 o'clock, 1 p.m., or after 1 p.m. Eastern time here. But that is the bottom line, something to watch, absolutely, guys, to note that that volume is non-existent. Whenever you have no volume in the market, you generally expect a move like this. Even on a gap down, you'll trend sideways to up, and that was following oil, that was following Exxon's little bit of a move. But since then, Exxon's rolled over, we've had oil roll over, the dollar continued to strengthen. That's going to put pressure on the markets. All these aspects definitely putting some pressure on this market to get it basically down a little bit. Now, interesting other things to watch. Watching State Street, I'm seeing STT. Some of these financials have rolled over. Now, one of the leading indicators we pointed to our premium guys, again, guys, look at Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs on Friday, look at this. Friday, the markets were up decently, right? We were up 1.25%, but the market on Goldman specifically, could not catch a bid on Friday. And look at this down move. This is Friday. And then look at today. Again, down almost $4 on Goldman Sachs today. That's a leading indicator. Know your indicators, guys. We stress this to our premium guys as well in the chat room, in the research center. You got to watch stocks like Goldman Sachs and ExxonMobil, and look at Exxon. Exxon rolled over hard on Friday and ended basically negative, and then look at it today, down again. These are all leading indicators that can point. Again, if you saw this action on Friday, this is part of the reason why we talked about this possibility of a move to the downside coming here in the markets. Now, granted, it's not a big down move. One hardcore buy program could push us back near the flat line into the close. So you have to always be ready for that, and you have to be watching for that. But these are all things you have to be aware of. All right, let's go back to the SPY a little bit more here. Look again, you're hovering right here and now getting a bounce back above that 200. So all this level right in here, good support. You guys are seeing it act out as we give this video live. Current as I'm giving this video, it's all live. I'm doing it with as we go by. Now again, the nice pop here, trying to recapture that. If you can recapture that 200 in this green trend line right here, there's a possibility that you could actually start to trend back up a little bit this afternoon. Watch, really the key level for me is the 200, a close below that in confirmation. We got to close below. We didn't get confirmation. You're having a reversal candle now, which is actually a mini bullish sign. If that continues to form, that's great. If you come back down and touch this purple line, there'll be a little bit of support there. And then if you break that, then you're all of a sudden in a whole new ball game to the downside in this market. So watch very, very, very closely here. This market is extremely important to understand what's going on here. And again, I strongly encourage you to come join the Research Center with the nightly videos of 30 to 40 minutes in length. You're also talking about daily market reports with every key level on oil, the S&P 500, the dollar, and the bond yields and everything like that, the rates. We're talking about also including hidden gems plays, as well as pro trader watch list, hot charts and alerts, all that included in the Research Center. And we do hope you come and join us. Also, the chat room is always fantastic, which is a separate premium service. All right, have a wonderful rest of the day, guys. This is a very important period in this market. Watch this extremely closely. These are your levels to watch. These will be supports. Really, if you can close and get below 100 spot 20 to 25, you're going to go to this gap fill at under $100 on the SPY. That's going to be a big level. I like how we're pulling back here. Ideally, if we're going to see more downside, you got to get confirmation below this candle. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Hope to have you come join us. Talk to you soon.